It is not as clear as they make it out to. I guess all of that now that we don't have a choice.
Hi Sanjay sir, good evening.
Hi Anita, how are you?
I'm good sir, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
So I am going to start by introducing this new show. So hi guys, welcome to Box Office India and welcome to a brand new show, Let's Talk Business. For our first very episode, we have Sanjay sir with us, Sanjay Gupta, who's a producer director. And today we are going to talk all about business with him. So sir, how is quarantine treating you? First, I need to know that.
I'm being treated really well. I don't have any complaints as such because I just made it in time to my farmhouse in Khandala, and I'm here with my kids and family, and it's pretty cool. And the local authorities here have kept a great control. There's not a single case, and that's good. All's good, yeah. So far, so good. Oh. But yes, it's quarantine and a time like we've never seen before, and I hope we don't again in the future.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, we are just bored now sitting in the house. Loss incurred because of this. As we speak about business, you were also planning to release one of your films, Mumbai Saga.
Yeah.
So what do you see? How do you see the future of the film now?
I was just in a conversation with my producing partner in my studio, Mr. Bhushan Kumar from T-Series. And we really don't have a plan as such. We've just a few days of shoot left. As a matter of fact, I stopped shooting on the 15th of March and I was supposed to shoot on the 18th. And we were to start post-production in April since June 19th was our announced release date. But so now I guess it's anybody's guess, yeah. But what I am actively pursuing from here is that we've done the post-production. We've commenced production. So we're keeping everything ready just to be in time that whenever it opens and when the time is appropriate, we should not be delayed because of not having completed our work.
Right. So the remaining shoot then it's going to start as soon as the lockdown gets over?
Yes, so that is the plan. And we've already, we see there are going to be guidelines. There are some guidelines issued by the Guild, some guidelines issued by the FWIC, and there are international guidelines. But these are all very obvious guidelines. And some of them we were also following before the, the lockdown, which is skeletal crew, precaution, this, that. Now we just have to be a lot more precautious and all that. My office is also, we're all working from home as well. And already, my team is already in the process of planning the balance shoot because we know we've got the actors' dates. The priority from the stars has been given us that ours will be the first one they'll shoot for. So in that sense, we're almost getting ready for everything.
No, nice. But do you think the precautions that we used to take earlier, now since it's going to double up, the cost also will double up with that?
No, I don't think it's going to affect the cost. As a matter of fact, in the actual shoot production, I'll see a lot of costs coming down. I often complained about it because when you walk onto our sets recently, it's excessive fat. There are too many people. There are too many. Earlier, with one camera, you had two attendants. Now there are 5. With a gym, with everything, even security on set, carpenters, paint, every department would just load up. So our average crew would be about 300 people.
Okay.
So you're also providing, makeup vans. You're providing for your HODs. You're providing, and then all the vans come with their staff and everything. And then there's the food and the catering and all of that. So I guess all of that, now that we don't have a choice but to go back to that old model of not more than 50 people. So we will, I think producers will save considerably on shooting days.
Oh, that's, one way it's good actually that way.
Yeah.
But what do you think? So we did a poll on our Twitter account to know how the people's reaction once the theatre opens. Are they willing to go to the theatres and watch the film or no? The percentage that we got is like 80% said no, we are not going, and the rest 20 said maybe. So they were not a definite yes. So what do you think? It is going to affect the business?
No. See, I'll tell you something. This is the very word when you use Twitter poll. Twitter is not that if Twitter had to make a difference, then no star film would ever fail. It's as simple as that, because they've got their fan clubs and people on Twitter and this and that. Twitter is never an indicative of what is going to actually happen. At least that is my very firm belief. Twitter's never been proven wrong, right. Secondly, like for example, this morning I went to the market in Lonavala, and it was chock-a-block. There are people all over. The only difference is now there are people with a mask. But it has made no difference to, when the wine shops were opened, you saw what happened. The day I can put this to you in writing, the day restaurants are open, they will be full. We are all sitting here wondering, yaar, restaurant mein wapas khana kaise khayenge? Face mask pehen ke baithna padega. But we need to now educate our people. It is not as crazy as they make it out to be if you take the right precautions. So I am not a believer in the fact that people will not come back to theatres. People will flock to the theatres the way they are. By the way, I think it's just opened, or it's opening now. It's around the corner, Disneyland in China, and it's opening only to 50% capacity, but it was sold out 3 weeks in advance.
Okay.
So so there are people. Theatre business will get affected because of occupancy, which will be because the new rules will come. That you can do 30%, 40%, 50% occupancy. That's the only thing that's going to affect us. But in any case, isn't even in our hit films, isn't our occupancy only 30%?
Right.
Of capacity. Whether it is multiplexes, when you take the total number, they're not no hit. Even in a big hit film, it's not over 30%. Like a theater is not occupied 100% all through the week, and we do expansive releases. It's not like earlier when the release was limited, so your occupancy was more. We've gone the other way because we want to rake in everything on the weekend. So I think that there will be a certain amount of streamlining over there, and people who want to watch a film will watch a film. They go. Achhi picture lagti hai, a film finds its audience. So if I may not make it in the first 30% of the first day first show, I probably make it in the third show. If I'm the first day first show kind of guy, a lot of people wait and watch. Kya hoga? A lot of people watch it in the midweek, and it's mostly your night shows on the weekdays. Evening night shows, day shows are empty or it's for kids. So we'll find a way. I'm optimistic about that.
Also, you think the trend of first day connection and the 100 crore club, all that will change too with this?
Oh yes, 100%. That will change. It has to change, and I think, in any case, that whole 100 crore club and first day collections and all of that nonsense is more generated by our trade people. The average guy on the street wasn't interested till we made him interested. Till we made him say, "Oh my God, look, this picture is done 100 crores, so you bloody well go and watch it." And this whole nonsense, half the time these numbers are fudged. Let's be clear about that as well. But it's just become, intricate to the business model, because there are certain deals. Okay, this is your price for satellite and digital. If your film does 50 crores, this is 70 crores. So it suits producers also to hike up that number. It helps the stars in kind of selling their stardom and that their appeal. Also, but that will have to change, because now we won't have a barometer.
Agreed. Yeah. So also now everyone is planning to release in digital. Like today we heard Gulabo Sitabo is releasing on Amazon Prime. What do you think of this trend, this thing now, the new thing of releasing on digital?
It's not a new thing. This was in any case bound to happen, whether the lockdown was there or not. Okay, there are films. Now, with all due respect, but when I look at a Gulabo Sitabo, when I saw I can't even pronounce the name properly of the film, but when I saw the poster as well and everything, I don't think that was a film in any case meant for single screens. It's not looking like that, but it will find its recovery. It will find its audience, because your multiplex audience is also your Netflix and Amazon audience. They will watch it, and others will go. They will go as well. So that film is the right fix. But why are we not discussing to paying all those people off? So the OTT platforms cannot afford those films.
Right. So now that we are in May, so there were a lot of films that were supposed to release in March, April, May. Now, by the looks of it, it may extend, it may not extend. So, do you think there will be a lot of clashes with regards to films releasing and stuff?
See, there is no doubt about it not extending. It will extend. We all know it will extend. The restrictions will be slowly eased. But I don't see the lockdown going off before the end of June. But what will happen is, okay, probably they will allow, okay, you know, the way they've already allowed in the South. So for film work. So post-production has been permitted in the South from some 2 weeks back. So you're sitting in a studio with a restricted number of people, you can work. You know, so I mean, stuff like that. So I don't see us going back on sets before September, October at the least. And then you have to shoot to complete your films.
Right.
You know, like, for example, if I were to talk about Mumbai Saga, I've got that 10-12 days work left. Right. And what we are doing is we are completing all the other post work. So that, you know, we just finish that work, do the post of that, stick it in, and we're ready to release depending on when the next big date is. Like I'm predicting that Dussehra would be the first release, or October 2nd, Diwali. These are the upcoming dates. And like I said, the ones which are nearer to completion, like let's presuming Lakshmi Bomb has also gone to OTT, which is a Fox OTT, and they are the producers. So they can work that out. But I'm presuming that, so I'm saying that something like your Radhe, Mumbai Saga, Coolie #1, 83 and Suryavanshi, these are the 5 big ones. Yeah, these were the 5 big ones which were ready.
Right.
Almost ready. So even when the lockdown opens, these are the 5. But the problem is we'll have to wait and watch who comes first, no?
Exactly. So that was my next question. Your producers are going to wait to see the.
See, the producers will only be able to wait as much as they have the capacity to. See, there is the element of cost of money. Right. If they can afford that, otherwise they will have no choice but to cash in their chips, go hit the theaters. Maybe their collections may not be what they expected. There may be 60% of expected collections in case of a hit film, but at least by then they can they can deliver on their satellite music, and digital deals, and take in the money and then keep rolling, keep moving. They cannot just shut shop and sit and wait unknowingly that kab hoga, kya hoga. Or like they cannot just. I don't think I can go to Mr. Bhushan Kumar and say, "Arey sir, nahi wait karte hain, hum log, let's come in April next year." You know, I mean, what about jo picture June mein aani thi? Uska 11 mahine ka, there is interest, there's monies involved. Correct. His monies are locked up because only when he releases the film will he get his monies from the overseas deal or the satellite deal or the digital deal, the music deals. It's all locked in. You know? Right. So it's not just the box office. There is a lot more at stake.
Correct. So, but also people are the producers are going to wait कि कोई और एक movie पहले आ जाए हमारे से पहले, and we'll see उनका कैसे चल रहा है, फिर हम आते हैं. Like they're going to test the water first, right?
Yes, yeah. So it's always going to be who goes first. In that case, how I am seeing it is none of the big films will go first. Like I said, the smaller budget films which are not fortunate enough to have found an OTT platform but still need to cash in and close their deals and all that, it will be one of those. जिनको वैसे भी बहुत ज़्यादा box office पे dependency नहीं है. See, there are a lot of films being made today in the medium budget, जिनका COP, which is cost of production, and P&A comes out of all the deals excluding All India Theatrical. Right. So in any case, All India Theatrical was a bonus, and what they're mainly going to do is they're going to cut down mainly on their P&A costs. So that's going to be one major thing. And there will be reforms, and there already are reforms which are coming in even from your digital players such as UFO. See, these are big costs when we're releasing a film. So I have been in talks with them, and they've already come forward and they said we can redesign and we can rework our model. Earlier they would take 20,000 per digital print. So it's a very big cost involved if you're looking at. So there will be restructuring in the game.
Yeah, there'll be restructuring in all the contracts which were made earlier. Also, everything will change.
I don't think it's going to be so much in the contracts, but there will be a restructuring in the model. Okay, what will be the share? What they will charge? Will there be a fixed fee? Will there be fixed commissions? Things like that. There's a lot. And see, again, even as far as the theatre owners are concerned, a majority of their money comes from the canteen, not from the ticket counter. So how much can they sell? How much can people eat? And if your the occupancy is down to 30%, that means their food sales, and their beverage sales are down to 30%.
Right.
And whether they will be able to survive, they've already had this slack of a few months. By the time it opens, almost 6 months. See, another thing, we being the cinema people, we were the first to be down, and we will be the last to be open.
Right.
So we are at a disadvantage in that sense, at a complete disadvantage, not like the hospitality business. And the thing is that we've been shut down for the longest time.
Yeah.
So we have to recover those losses as well as face a future which is not looking very profitable.
Right, yeah, right. Also, do you think they will increase the ticket prices? The normal ticket prices are now manageable. So, to deal with the losses that they...
One doesn't know. Firstly, we don't even know if people are willing to come back to the theatres or not, especially in the multiplexes. Single screens are not going to pick up the price that much because that audience cannot afford 200 and 300 rupee tickets. It was the multiplexes where the tickets had gone through the roof because of certain, what they were provide, because of what they were giving us. Your Inox Gold and PVR Gold and this and that and all the premium watching stuff. But having said that, the premium watching will also be the safest, no? There are fewer number, there are fewer patrons in any case in the screen. You're more spread out and all of that. So yeah, it's anybody's guess right now.
When it comes to films, people are willing to go and watch the film, but now they're also scared that agar main jaun, agar kuch ho gaya, to kya? Now how are we going to clear that fear from people?
वो तो देखो, वो मैं जाऊं और कुछ हो गया is something we are going to have to live with. वो तो आप बाजार भी जाओगे तो कुछ हो गया, आप भाजी लेने जाओगे तो कुछ हो गया, आप रेस्टोरेंट में जाओगे तो कुछ हो गया, जरूरी चीजें लेने जाओगे. Like I've been locked up here for almost 2.5 months, and my children needed new footwear. So I took my son into the market today, and my wife was completely paranoid in the store because there's no social distancing over here. So there were more people. और उसने किसी चीज को हाथ लगा लिया. So we came back home and immediately she took him to the shower, gave him a shower, and changed his clothes and all of that. So that कि मुझे कुछ हो गया या जाने से कुछ होगा is now becoming it will be a way of life. For example, 9/11 changed the way we travel. The safety norms and the going through the metal detectors and the checkpoint to that. So there was a check for your safety for terrorism, and now there will be for health. पता लगेगा, now you'll have to go through this and that, and तो वो checkup करवाओ, फिर ये checkpoint से जाओ. It is just, it's going to be a new way of life, which is here to stay.
Right. Also, a lot of laborers have gone back to their hometown. And most of our production people are, those are the people who have gone back. What do you think when the lockdown gets over? Are they going to be back? And if they're not back, how is it going to help?
See, I don't think that a lot of our crews, are from the migrant laborers. You see, the migrant laborers are more on-hand work, which is not really I may be wrong in this, but it's not that speciality driven. Those are your migrant laborers. They're more into construction and the other things. हमारा migrant laborers ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या होंगे? कुछ painters or carpenters. You see, our lightmen and all are pretty well. Yeah, so our lightmen and all are not that. So I don't know how much of a shortage we will face. In any case, we cannot make big massive sets now. We cannot have too many junior artists, too many dancers, because if you're permitted a crew of 50, so most of that 50 is going to be your technical crew.
So that means we won't have period drama films coming out very soon.
I don't think so. Not the really big ones and all. That is not happening anytime soon, definitely. Or there will be an excessive use of VFX to create that. But still, it will be difficult. Like if in a scene, like in Mumbai Saga, there are scenes where we needed to show 40,000 people are attending a rally, or a speech. So what we actually called for is 1,500 people. And then the same 1,500 people are placed in different in a fixed shot. They are placed everywhere and in reflex. They are stitched together to make it look, oh shit, itne sare log ek saath hain. Right, so there will be more of that happening.
Majorly, VFX work will be more.
Yes, yeah.
I also had one question. What do you think? How long are we going to take to get back on our feet? What do you think? How long are we going to take in all after the lockdown is over?
I see. They are saying that they won't have a vaccine for a year and a half. They don't have any medication as yet. So I guess as soon as the vaccine is there and the medication is there, we should be able to get back on our feet. But having said that, even if the vaccine and medication comes in, the nature of the coronavirus is not new. Coronavirus has been around for a long time. Okay, even your SARS was a form of coronavirus. Your chicken flu was the same. They're all same related. So this is just a mutant version of the same thing that has come back. So going forward also, yes, we will combat this the way we combated SARS. But what is the next thing that will spring our way? We don't know. So I guess that times ahead will be unpredictable. And like a lot of people are saying, is that we will have to learn to live with this. And the other thing is that a lot of fear has been instilled in all of us regarding this. Your mortality rate is less than 0.01% worldwide. And your common flu takes away more people. This is just something that our immune systems have to be strong to fight it out. Even now, I've known accounts who've gone in and out. And there is no specific medicine that they're being given. They're just being given vitamin C, vitamin D. They're being just monitored. Thoda weakness ho gaya to glucose de diya, zyada ho gaya to respirator de diya, and till the system produces the antibodies to fight it. And there are a fraction of us which are unable to do so, and unfortunately they're losing the battle. Otherwise, it's something that eventually we all have to face.
Correct. So business-wise, still we are going to take quite a lot of time to get back.
I definitely see us taking time getting back. What will happen is, see, for example, I'll tell you, like my film is almost complete, right? अब मैं picture complete कर दूँगा, उसके बाद घर तो नहीं बैठूँगा. और अगर थिएटर के लिए मैं पिक्चर नहीं बना सकता हूँ, तो मैं OTT के लिए बनाऊँगा.
Right.
काम तो करूँगा ही. And likewise, there will be a lot of actors who will not want to sit at home. If they can work, they will work. And a lot of one other very important thing being considered, and I've been talking to actors and other filmmakers about this, is shooting abroad. Shooting in places. No, is the other thing is that we're designing projects now which can be shot abroad in places which are a lot safer.
Right.
Which are a lot more safer, and they have stricter norms and everything. So, for example, the smaller countries with lesser people and more money, for example, Scandinavia, Sweden and Denmark, shootings have already started since last month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they've got these set guidelines, and they adhere to that, and they're shooting. Work is going on. So, it would be easier. Like, for example, a film like Mumbai Saga, I'll have a tough time. Like my next script that I'm writing right now is called Shootout 3, which is based in Bombay. Yeah. So, usko immediately banana mushkil hoga, because I don't know whether we will be allowed to go into public places and shoot, or is it safe? And more importantly, will the cast and crew agree to come? Somebody has a party pe shoot hai, aaj Gateway of India pe shoot hai, aaj Dhobi Talao mein shoot hai. तो वो आएंगे कि नहीं, वो possible होगा कि नहीं होगा. That is something which we see. So more projects which are designed with lesser complications will find it easier. See, now for example, somebody like Shujit who's finished his film, what's he going to do next? Yeah, I'm sure he's got 20 ideas in his head. All of us have that. And what we will do is we'll go and pick out those ideas which are easier to execute, given the current scenario.
Right. So that means even the outdoor locations, we used to go to Switzerland, and the main big locations are going to be no more in the list of shooting, or will it decrease? Or what?
Most of them are not. But then this will also, see, I always believe कि एक दरवाजा बंद होता है तो दूसरी खिड़की खुलती है. So there will always be, we will not get permission, nor would we want to go and shoot in London City. Okay, we will not shoot in New York City. But in America, you want to shoot, not America, so it's very badly affected. But there are parts in Britain, the smaller
Hmm.
interior part. Like for example, Lonavala Khandala is not, there is 0%. So there are a lot of places like that. Like today, somebody sent me a news article about our one of our ministers who's advocating the film city in Kolhapur, saying why don't you all go over there? It's less people and it's a film city spread over some 75 or 90 acres. And he says you can do television, you can do that. There's less infection. You take your crew, check your crew, and all that, and you go there. You can, start your work.
But then,
So it's a lot of. I mean, for example, places like Ramoji Rao should flourish because it's a very small, containable area. So if they can control what is coming in, and then tell us that okay, you know what? Here's Ramoji Rao, and this is coronavirus free. You come in with your limited crew, we'll give you the rest of the crew. Come in with your actors. The locations are there. Everything is fumigated. Everything is clean. And it's a closed, gated studio with no outsiders allowed. And they will check your actors and your technicians when they come in. And yes, so there is a destination. You can go and do whatever you want. So places like that, which can... but the unfortunate part is that we have very few of those. As a matter of fact, we have only one Ramoji city, which is of its kind, which produces hotels and sets, and you can stay there and you can shoot there and you can do your post, everything. I said I foresee a very heavy demand for studios like that.
Right. Yeah. So there will be a lot of fights about who's going to take that place first, and then bookings and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, sir, my final question to you: how much have you finished your scripting right now?
I'm done with. I'm almost done with about 75% of shoot, the third act. So 60, 65, 70% is done. We're working on the final act of the film. And because we're going, usually different people have different ways of writing. But my writer, Rajat Arora, he likes to write in detail as we keep going. He doesn't just do a short story, then a one line, and then elaborate on the one line. He writes out full scenes as he goes along, fleshes out the characters and everything. So, but इसमें advantage क्या है कि the minute we reach the end, we've almost got a solid first job. It's not like एक basic वो बन गया, अब इस पे elaborate करेंगे, story बन गई, फिर one line बना, फिर screenplay बना, फिर dialogues बने, फिर और polished हुए. वैसा नहीं है. We go along pretty much detailing the whole thing.
But have you decided the cast? Can you give us some?
Not at all. Not at all.
So only after the script is ready, do you think of casting?
Yeah. Ekta is very clear. She's given me a complete free hand. She said, "Sir, just go and write your film. Don't think of the actors. Let's not think about all of that. Let's not think about the budget. All that will come to later. Let's write a great story. We have a big legacy to live up to. Both the earlier two shootouts were successful films, and they're very special because both the films. I mean, these are the franchise. Is stories, shocking stories. Revealed in a commercial way with your song and dance and action and dialogue bazi and confrontations and drama and conflicts. All of that.
Right. Okay, great, sir. Thank you so much for having a conversation with us and telling us in depth about business. So nice to have you for our first.
No, it's an honor. It's an honor. I'm proud to be the first on your show. Box Office India is my all-time favorite and the only magazine I believe in. And,
thank you.
So absolutely, anytime. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, sir, and stay safe. Hope to see you soon once you're back. Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.